Hey, this is Yasir, Red Clay Detailing with another episode of Detail Fitness, and we're interviewing Steve Printup with Showcase Reconditioning out of Atlanta, Georgia. And say hello.
What's going on, everybody?
And just tell us a little bit about your business. What's your focus on in business wise, and are you fixed, mobile?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Steve. So started Showcase Reconditioning about 10 years ago. Mobile after the birth of my son. Then want to be back at the office every day, asking to be off, trying to plan to go to the school, to see the PTA meetings and, the lunches and all that. So I just stepped out on faith and started Showcase Reconditioning as a mobile service, and we've been rolling strong ever since.
All right, good deal. Yeah, so Steve and I are friends. We actually both in the Atlanta area. We've known each other since we were teenagers. I don't know, long. We go way back. So
yeah, way back. 10, 11 years. 10, 11 years old. I used to take his race car from him back in the day.
Yeah. He's bigger than me, so I had just years.
Always been big.
But so he and I both is crazy because we work together on different projects. From time to time, we call each other, and so one of the things I wanted to talk about is relationships. Steve, me been working with him closely, doing projects, but one of the things I get to see when we out, because we go to events together or we just happen to show up at certain events around town, I see how he knows a lot of people. And so how did you form these relationships that you have? How do you manage them, and how do you see when you go to an event, like do you plan it out, or you like target people? So how does that work?
So pretty much being in Atlanta, you got to know everybody in Atlanta in order to get, the things you need. If you want to get in the club, you got to know this person. If you got to go to have a nice dinner, you got to know this person. If you want, the hottest wheels, the nicest cars, you got to know this person. So in Atlanta, it's all in who you know to get, what you need. But what happens is, in time, you build a relationship with so many different people that y'all see it tell you when we're out, it's a constant, what's up? How you doing? What's going on? What's it? So sometimes I go to shows and I don't even really get to work because I'm talking and networking and just chilling with people that I already, know. So it's very seldom that I get one new client or this, meet a person and set a job up or something like that, because I'm always kicking it with friends. I got these flies out here in this front yard because I just water the grass and they ain't liking that wetness. So, but yeah, so Atlanta is really that place of knowing, knowing a lot of people, doing, getting out and just shaking hands, as they say, being a politician, shaking hands and kissing babies. That's pretty much what Atlanta's all about.
Now, so shaking hands, kissing babies. So you do a lot of shaking hands and kissing babies, and how has that benefited your business?
I mean, it's been real beneficial. I meet one person and that person turns me on to another person, and when you have good conversation, you always come up in another conversation. So people are always, hey, check out Steve, or call Steve and ask Steve, and this, that, and other. Sometimes it gets to the point where I got to have a notepad in the truck, but somebody will call and say, such and such told me to call you, and I'm like, what is that? And okay, well, yeah. So what's up, man? What we got to do? And then you pray on that phone call from that person that sent them, so you'll know exactly who it is. I got two right now I'm working on. This guy dropped off a truck this morning, and then his wife, she got jealous and dropped off her car. And both of them ceramic jobs. from washes, both of them turned into ceramic jobs and everything just off of building a relationship with another person that I did about 2 years ago that just bought another Corvette, and we did a couple months back. And he told his buddy's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go check him out. And he came over and he looked on their Instagram and he said, man, well, we going out of town for the 4th, and I'm just gonna bring both of them and you can get them done and we'll get them when we get back. So always, shake a couple hands. You don't have to kiss the baby. Don't kiss the baby. We don't want you to get in no trouble. But, but just make it friendly and introduce yourself and build that relationship and then just go from there.
So with that, at what point in your career you figured out that this was important in terms of building those relationships, getting to know people and seeing how you can use that to your advantage?
Oh, realized it was important that morning. I woke up and I was trying to find some work and realized that didn't have anything booked, didn't have anything scheduled for the week or anything. So pretty much just reach out and like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? How you call it again? How this going? How this going? And within those friendship conversations becomes work. And, and you just go from there and build that. My neighbors, I'm kind of the youngest over in my neighborhood. So like right now I'm out here, I'm working on the truck. I got a tent set up. I got my trailer parked in front of the house. And my neighbors, they out walking and everybody that come by, they stop and they got a conversation. And with that conversation, I give every one of them a card. I shake that hand, pass them that card and say, hey, you need me, call me.
All right. Yeah.
And they do. And, you got to explain to them what you do, how you do it. And you got to let them know that what you do is a little bit different than the guys that they're used to. And explain to them the service that they're getting is a little more different than the service that they, used to getting as far as the hustle wash and the guy on the corner and things like that. And so, once I get them talked into it and they understand, they try it out and then they're hooked.
Yeah. Good deal. Now, in terms of you got the customer relationship, the customer going back and forth with them, or you develop that relationship with the customers. But what relationship have you developed inside the industry, business to business, or with other detailers or industry within the industry? What have you built and how's that benefit you?
Yeah, so pretty much in the industry, it's the same way. You reach out to people and you just talk to them and you get to know what they're doing and you build that rapport. I learned years ago that in the industry, you treat everybody as equals. So, it's no big details, little details, everybody's the same. Everybody can offer something, as far as helping you with something. The guy that started 2 months ago may have found a trick that the guy that started 22, 23 years ago never knew about.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of, just treat everybody equal, treat everybody the same, and go from there. It's just straight business, building relationships, even with, companies as far as, years ago, it was Auto Geek when we used to go to Detail Fest. And, you just shook hands and you met everybody there, the guys from Rupes, the guys from Mothers. and you just walk around and you just introduce yourself to everybody and they introduce yourself. And over the years, everybody just, you become more than friends, you become like family. I mean, with Facebook and Instagram coming along, it made it a lot easier for everybody to get in touch, stay in touch, wish you happy birthday, to your wife happy birthday, your anniversaries are good, kids' birthdays. So, you become family.
Yeah.
You go from there. And the crazy part about it, it's all over the world. It's just not in your little town or your community, I sit up sometimes and I have conversations with Gideon over in Dubai, and I call Yasir, he 6 miles away from me, and I pick up the phone and I reach out to Harry, up in New Jersey and check on him, or check on Robert DiTilisi out in Florida, or Cal out in California, so it's just good, to build that rapport and that relationship with people. Be a likable person. Don't be that ass. Just be good. Just be comfortable, and just be that person that everybody wants to see. When people see you, they're happy to see you. Don't be that, oh, God, here he comes,
Yeah.
Don't be that guy. Because there's some of them out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in our industry, it's a couple of them.
Right. Yeah. I understand. You
take it with a grain of salt and you keep on moving and you push it, and you go from there. But it gives you a sense of family because with us going through the COVID and all this, those friendships and those relationships come into handy. I mean, you got to look at like Rennie. Rennie stepped to the plate when everything went crazy. We didn't. We as details, we didn't know where to turn. We all were looking at each other. Everybody wanted to go buy, hazmat suit. Everybody wanted. We were still cleaning cars, but we were gonna look like, the movies in 2029. We were gonna be out there in hazmat suits, detailing cars, and and you got to have that sensible mind frame to say, hey, nah, just calm down for me.
Yeah.
So that comes in those relationships. Somebody that always be stable. You got a stable person. You got a wild person. You got a person that you can always call, and you just make it work.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's shift gears a little bit. Since this is the Detailed Fitness show, we got to talk a little health wise, and so let's get into as you are with people, you're around them, and you see some of their behavior, eating habits, and some of their lifestyle. And one of the things I saw with you back in a while back, you had this powder you put in your drink. It was green. Now, what was that? That particular.
Okay. So let me explain how this goes. Okay. So I've got a lot of clients that are real motivational. They work really hard and they put themselves in places that when I go and do jobs for them, it motivates me. It's just a instant motivation as soon as I pull up and get out the truck. So one of my clients was a driver. He's a jet skier. He's a championship jet skier, and he owned a couple of motorsport stores here. And it was a group of them, and they had Andy with First Forum came in once and did a little motivation speaking for him to the company. Well, I followed up and looked at the motivational speaker and, got hooked in on the First Forum. So I was doing OptiGreens, I was doing my vitamins. I had gotten on workout plan and the whole nine. But with that being said, with motivation comes determination. With determination, you have to have focus. And with focus, you have to be determined to do what you're going to do every day. So sometimes I get up in the morning and I'm like, and I don't want to do it, but I do. And lately, it just, so much going on in the world, I stopped, doing my greens and taking my vitamins and doing what I was supposed to be doing because I was focused on, the world and seeing what was going on. And I can tell. My body, tells me that, hey, fat boy, you gotta clean me out. You gotta, take your vitamins, give me a little more energy, this, that, and the other. Because you gotta realize I'm a big boy, and I'm at 312 pounds or something like that. So up and down around the car all day, every day, and not walking when I get home in the evening, and not exercising in the morning before I can tell it. My bones pop, I crack, I ache. And I'm just not, I'm not the age I used to be.
Yeah.
So I look at Yasir sometimes, and he's doing push-ups and jumping jacks, and I'm like, man, I ain't something to do. When I pull up to the job and I get out the car, I understand why he doing jumping jacks, running around, because he got, you got to loosen up them bones. We around the same age, so I know if my bones are aching, his bones are aching. And you got to know us, and I know y'all self, and I know, when he was young, his granddaddy worked the fool out of him, so them bones been aching. So I know the older he get, they still aching.
Yeah.
So go for it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, they definitely ate. And in addition to working with my granddad, and so for those who don't know, my granddad had a construction business. So the boys, basically us, the grandsons and the sons, and a lot of cousins and the neighborhood kids, which Steve was one of them.
You'll get tricked. You go down there, hey man, you want to come out and play? No, he gonna bust these bricks up. Take that hammer, go back there and help him. You're like,
So we were known for working.
No, so
yeah, so kids, they staying in the neighborhood playing. We were getting up, going to work in the morning. So we going during the summer, we were working out working all day. But it was good because we had money, so we had money in our pocket.
Yeah, it's good to have money,
So that's a benefit. Say hey to Steve. Tell Steve hey. You don't want to wait to Steve. All right, that's okay. You'll see him next time when we get together. But yeah. Now just real quick on that, you said the greens. What was that powder? What exactly was that what you were taking?
So it's called Opti Greens. So pretty much it just gives you focus and cleans your body out, pushes all the toxins out, and keep you regular, and just gives you that boost.
Okay.
And go from there. So if you ever looking for that supplement or looking for that vitamin or anything, First Form is, man, it's the way to go. Not only do, you get, turned on, but it teaches you a lot in business as well. You'll order something from them, you'll get a box. The box will be put together nice. And inside that box, you get a handwritten letter from the company, from the guy that packed that box. And It actually, you know, hey, how you doing? Anything we can do? Hopes everything's fine. Just sincere thank you, you know, and that is kind of, you know, something that you see, you say, well, damn, I need to transfer that in my business.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you work on that, and then Atlanta, you know, a lot of people don't know, but in Atlanta, you know, it's 45 minutes everywhere. You're going downtown to Cobb, it's 45 minutes. You're going from Cobb to Decatur, it's 45 minutes. If you're going from Lenox to Buckhead, it's 45 minutes. But it gives you opportunity. You know, I listen to a lot of Andy Frashillo, and you know, I get a lot of, you know, motivation and a lot of ways of doing things and a lot of outlook on life and things of that nature.
Okay. Good deal. Well, we kind of reaching our time limit, and you shared some very insightful information with us. Hopefully, people can grab something from what you shared with us and benefit from it. And I appreciate the time, and so we'll see each other real soon. And you want to close out for us?
Yeah.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Steve, and y'all take care. Tell Anita hello, and be well, be fit, and y'all take care.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Later. All right, cool.
Bye.